and then we can proceed to cPanel from here. So cPanel is just like a back end whereby you manage everything happening on your website. So the cPanel is going to usually open up another environment where you can now kind of manage your website. So it's redirecting me to the cPanel of this particular hosting. So this hosting plan, I already have a number of websites there, and I still want to add this new website. Okay, so it's going to ask me to add a domain. You can see on your cPanel you have quite a number of things you can you can do. You can auto backup, a lot of technical stuff here, but I will just focus on the ones that is very important to this class. All right, so all I want to do is to add a domain to my hosting. So I'm going to search for domain name, and you see domain, create, manage, and whatever. So I'm going to click on domain, and after clicking on domain, it's going to open up quite a number of them that has been added here before. And then I'm going to, you can see these are a number of websites that has been added here on this domain name, on this hosting rather. I just want to add the next one, but before I do that, I want to do one more thing on my Namecheap. So I'm going to go back to Namecheap profile. I'm going to go back to my Namecheap to do something quickly. So my Namecheap, remember I'm still logged in, so I'm going to go to my dashboard again. Okay, I'll go to my dashboard. I'll click on manage on the dominantstore.com. I'm going to click on manage, and then I'm going to try and configure a few things before adding it to the hosting plan. Now if you scroll down, you see name server here. Now so name server basically is just like a place where it gives you the ability to specify your DNS. Every company have their name server, right? So for example, if you are using HostGator now, the name server won't be the same thing as Namecheap. So for Namecheap, the name server is going to be dns1.namecheaphosting.com, dns2.namecheaphosting.com. That is it, just dns.namecheaphosting.com. So this is to enable the hosting to identify that, okay, this name server is actually registered with Namecheap, right? So that the domain name is actually registered with Namecheap. Without it, it might not recognize it when you want to add it to the hosting. So what this means is you can actually have a domain with Namecheap and then have a hosting with another company, depending on what you want. But for convenience, people usually do is have it the same place. So I'm going to just click on save at the top. I'm going to save it, and then if I mean save, I mean here, this place. You're going to click it and save, and then after that, you are going back to your hosting area, and then okay, so you want to add new, so you just create new domain at the top here. Create new domain. You are going to click on create new domain, and then that is it. You just input that name, domain add. You can see as you are typing, it will tell you the domain name included, at least whatever. It's just trying to tell you if it's correct or not. You can see that domain name has been added, has been typed in, and then the next thing I want to do is to kind of submit the domain name, and then I'm going to just say submit. Okay, so I'm going to just say submit. So after that, dominant store, you can see it take a moment to create domain. Just hold on. You can see success message here that, oh, you have successfully created the new domain, dominant.com, with the document root and all of the information. They're not too really important now, and usually it will come in with SSL. SSL is just like site security for your website. So on the domain, it usually come with that. So we've added that successfully, and then if you scroll down on the list now, you can actually see that we now have dominantstore.com here, and we can now continue to manage that going forward. Okay, so if you are here, it means you've gotten an hosting account and also a domain name has been purchased, and then you want to proceed to WordPress installation. But before then, let me go back to how I got to that place. So here is my hosting plan. You could see this is expiring November very soon, and this is expiring January. Okay, this is two of my domain hosting plan. So I'll go to the second one, which is the particular one I intend to use, and then it will take me to my redirecting to cPanel. You can see that here. So now it's redirected to cPanel. What this means is I can now manage all my websites, anyone I wish to remove or add. So if I want to create email or any other thing I want to do, I want to back up, and whatever options or advanced stuff I really want to do within the confine of what is being provided by the Namecheap service provisions. Okay, so basically what I want to do is to set up my WordPress and then continue to building the website. Okay, so designing the website basically. So here you could see WordPress 2, but before then let's go back again to see our domain list. Okay, so domain list, under domain list we have quite a number of them here, and the focus is on dominant store, which was added earlier. You can see that dominant store. So for it to appear here, it means it's been added to this hosting here, which led me to that place. I hope you get. So from here it shows that this has been added. Then the next thing we want to go to WordPress. We have two options. We can go back to the main page again and click on soft Kelly or something like that. This one, Softaculous or something like that, app install, or you click on WordPress here. So I prefer to just click on this. Now it is important to clarify that it's not only WordPress you can install on your domain. There are other things you can install like Joomla, AutoCAD, PHPBB. These are some other things you can use. Like most people prefer to use WordPress. So yeah, we're going to be using WordPress. So I'm going to click on install here since it's WordPress I want, and then the dominant store, that's the name we are looking for. So we need to check for it on the list. Dominant store, yeah, this is it here, and this directory you just want to leave it like that without anything. Then here, this is the version of your WordPress you intend to install, so you might just want to leave that without doing anything because it's always about the latest that is always there. So here you just want to say marketplace, and here we want to say affordable and quality products. Here we want to say admin, always leave it as admin, whether in small letter or capital, anyone. And the password, obviously I'm not using this password. I have a password already. I want to hide it, and then my password is inserted there. And of course my email address. Do make sure you use an email that is easily accessible by you. You don't have to stress putting email that is not active, because you might have to go to your email at some point to verify something. So yeah, your email again here. If you observe, we have two installation. We have this quick, and we have the one at the bottom, which is just install. So if you're using quick installation, some of these things will be set up by default and then it will just go, but we don't want that. We just want to specify some of the things we want. So yeah, which is why I took time to fill them according to the needs. And the next thing is to just click on installation, like install rather, and then you can see it's been installed, checking submitted data and all of that. And then within a short while you should see something like successful or something like that. Okay, congrats, software was installed successfully. WordPress has successfully installed and all of these stories. Okay, so basically it's just trying to tell you that it's successful, and the administrator or administrative URL is this link here. So you can just click on this link, which will now redirect us to the login page. In this case, okay, so it's going to ask us to update our data and all of that. Okay, so we might need to update, and if successful we continue to the dashboard. And then here you can see that your website is telling you not secure. So usually after your website has been installed and all of these things present, this will be installed automatically within some minutes. So you might just want to continue with what you are doing, and it will be fixed automatically as you work. So under screen option, you might just want to click here and uncheck some of these things, so that we want to click this place, we want to keep it neat without having stuff here. Okay, so and then the next thing you want to do is to go to settings, and then you want to review some of the settings. So it's important to check some of the settings and make sure you can see some of the stuff we did from the installation process: marketplace, affordable and quality product, and all of that. You can see the link, which is good, the email address, which is fine, your time zone, depending on where you are at. You just want to choose the right format for your time, and then week start whatever date, depending on your location. You might want to change some of these things. For general, I think everything is okay, so you leave it, you won't do anything there. Underwriting, you also check everything is on point. Underwriting, I think where I'm going to is the permalink, which is almost like the second to the last there. So I'm going to click on permalink, and I think permalink and reading. Okay, so under permalink, we want our post to be post and name, post name. What this means is whatever name your post is carrying will be the configuration of the link. For example, you can see domina.store/ it could be product. The product name could be this. So it could be a post you made on your blog or whatever thing you are doing. It will come with the name. So it makes whoever is coming to this site to quite get to understand it, and it makes your website also more visible. So it's better you use the post name, and then that is the only settings you are doing there. You're going to just save that. Then the next thing is reading. Under reading, okay, here basically when you have different pages are like different locations on your website that stand for different things. We have home page, about page, we have contact us page, and then services and stuff like that. So you might want to make a particular page static page. In this case, we don't have any page except the sample page, so we don't really have anything to do here yet, so we just ignore that yet. Okay, so speaking about page, I'm going to pages now. You could see that the only page present here is just sample page. Usually I'm supposed to have like whatsoever amount of page I've created should appear here, which I could now go from there and select a static page, so but since I don't have a page except the sample page that follow the installation process, so I'm just going to pages, and then I just want to delete whatsoever page I have here. So I'm going to delete them. I have 2 pages here actually, so I'm going to delete them. I'm going to move them to trash, and then I'll go to trash again, and then also move them to permanently delete. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I'm trying to reduce any unnecessary stuff that I don't need as much as possible. So let's go back to our domain again. We've done some setting up and all of that. We want to go to Domina store. Now if you go to this page, this is what it looks like now. You see that nothing has been done here, and you can now see that this page is now with connection is now secure. The security has now been installed automatically. Record, I will mention that it will be installed automatically. Now it's now being installed automatically. Now I'm logged in by default because I already logged in on this website before, which is why you are seeing dashboard. So I could just click on dashboard and go to the back end, the one I call sub back end, and then I can continue doing whatever I want to do there. So but for context, for people who might just be seeing this particular, just this, I'm going to just go to Dominant, to the actual login. Okay, so Dominant, you can see WEP. I'm going to try to log in the proper way. So it's going to bring this page. Wherever you go to the I think I'm going to the wrong website. Dominant store. Okay, /WP-admin/. So you're going to take me to this place. Remember we use admin, right? So I'm going to use admin. So I'm going to paste the password. I think I have it somewhere, and then I will log in. So if I log in this way, it takes me directly to the backend. But if I go to the URL like that, if I go to the domain name directly like this, dominantstore.com, it takes me to the landing page. The page by default, this page is assumed to be the landing page by default now until I made some settings, or this is WordPress default page. So I'm going to click on dashboard, or just go back to the other page that has dashboard attached. Then what I want to do is to, on my transparent, there's all called themes. Remember, we've done settings and deleted all the pages, and the website is now ready for some other setup. So I'm going to go to themes. The next step is going to themes. You can see there are quite a number of themes here that are being installed by default also. Okay, depending the kind of things you want to do, you might want to consider different types of theme for different kind of need. So if you are building a blog, you might consider using a different theme depending on the particular stuff you are doing. And if you are building an online store, that is an e-commerce website, you can use a different theme. But for this particular one, landing page, I just want to use the Elementor page builder. So Elementor page builder. Okay, I'm searching already installed stuff, so I just need to add theme. So I'm going to add theme, and then I'll search for Elementor page builder. In fact, you can see it's even there already. It's appearing somewhere there. I think I saw it somewhere. I'm just gonna stress myself now. Okay, I think let me go back. So if you just click on add themes, by default Elementor appears here, and if it does not appear, you can just search for Elementor. You can see it here, Elementor. Hello Elementor. So just install Elementor, and then boom, it's installed, but it's not activated. The one active is a different one, so I'm going to just activate it. So after activating, today, thank you for installing Elementor theme. The hello theme is lightweight starter theme that works perfectly, and all of those stories. Now the important thing I wanted to note here is that you are okay. Once you've downloaded the activated plugin, you can click that, which means we need to install another Elementor. So for this Elementor theme to work, there's what we call plugin under here. We are still going to get there. So but it's prompting us to install it from here, which we can just afford to do. So we can say install Elementor. So plugin is different from the theme. You could see it has now taken me to plugin. We were at appearance under theme, so now I'm under plugin now. So I'm going to just activate plugin. Okay, so sometimes you can take me to the Elementor official website and all of that. But after activating, you can just simply go back to your page. Okay, so I want to go back to Dominant Store, the back end again. So I'm going to just click on Dominant Store. You could see that the page is now looking different. I've deleted all those other stuff, and it's looking very empty and lightweight so I'll just go back to the back end. You can see it's now loading even faster. So what I want to do is to go back again to the appearance rather, and then Elementor theme is activated. There are other themes here. So all you want to do is just want to delete all this other stuff. You just click on them one after the other and delete them. So I've deleted unwanted themes. Those other themes are not wanted, they are just installed for nothing. So you just want to delete them. So this is a good practice to make your website well optimized and fully let it to be very fast.